Welcome to Millennium Computer's fast online tutorials for Page Builder. In this session, you will learn how to test and approve your new reporting page and also how to edit and change some of the options. These tasks are done in Manage Reporting Pages, and this menu option can be found in the Page Builder application, which is on the Queries menu in Fast HR. When you are finished creating your reporting page, you will likely want to test it. As mentioned in the previous tutorial, the report is on the menu in your user account, so you can run it from there to test it, and then come to the Managing Custom Reports page to approve it. This page is called Manage Custom Reports for a reason, as there are several things you can do. Keep in mind, though, that some of the tasks require a specific role. I recommend checking the Page Builder help files for more detailed information about the roles and the Page Builder application. To test the reporting page, all you have to do is click the link in the page title column, and the reporting page opens in a new browser window. Select at least one filter option and then run the report. The retiring seniority report ran successfully, so the test passes. However, if your report didn't work, you need to go back to the wizard and edit the steps. I want to point out that the column titles are all in caps and some of the columns are too wide. They can be changed in the wizard too. However, if you have the page content role, page level icons will display on the page. You can change the page title or description, but I don't want to change anything, so we'll just cancel. However, I do want to change some of the column headings. The first column says Add Service, but there are actually more words in the title. They just aren't showing, so I'll change that. I will also change the titles for CF03 dist and org. And I want the external ID column to be right aligned. I'll move the date of birth column to the first position in the data grid and the name to be in the second column, and then save and apply changes. These are some of the changes you can do at the page level. There are other things in a report that can be changed, and I'll do that later when I'm editing steps in the wizard. I am back at the Manage Custom Reports page, and I will continue showing you the other options. The menu title is what the name of the report is on the menu. The status column is where you actually approve the report. You will need the Builder Approver role for the application you are creating the report for to approve the report. The legend at the bottom shows you what the color of the dot in the status column means. Yellow means it is not approved, green means it has been approved, and red that it has been updated and needs to be reapproved. To approve the report, just click the dot in the status column. You can see the date the report was created and who created it, and then all you have to do is click Approve Page. Every time that a report is approved or unapproved, the date and status changes are added to the list. The status column now has a green dot indicating the report has been approved. Remember though, I mentioned previously that you need to assign a role to this menu for users to see it. When you click the Details icon, a pop-up opens with information about the page from step 1 and 2 in the wizard. The download option lets you save the report to your computer so you can copy it from one fast instance to another, for example, from test to production. Executions tells you how many times the report has been run and by who. If this information tells you the report hasn't been run recently, you can unapprove it, and then if anybody complains, all you have to do is come back here and reapprove it. Click the number in the count column to see when this user ran the report. The check mark indicates that this custom report has links to another custom report. There is a separate tutorial showing you how to do the linking between reports. You can edit the reporting page you created by clicking the pencil. You can also delete the report if you decide you don't want it anymore. You must be assigned the Builder Editor role for the application you created the report in to edit or delete your custom report. Each step of the wizard is listed here, and they can be edited individually. However, if you make changes in some steps, like enter query or selecting filter and data grid columns, you will be prompted to change other steps too. When I was creating this custom reporting page, I purposely made 2 of the filters drop-down lists so that I could come back in this section to edit and change those filters. I am going to change the class code filter to be a multi-select list. And as I just mentioned, I must also change the next couple of steps that relate to these filters. Make sure the Stored Procedure radio button is selected and then choose the type of stored procedure for this filter. You can change any of the properties, including making the filters required, but I'm just going to change the titles of some of the filters. You can also change the order the filters will show on the page. When I was testing this custom report, I changed a few column titles and mentioned you can also change them in the wizard, which is what I will do now. Now that the status column title is shorter, I am also going to change the width. If you have a column with amounts in it, you can select the Calculate Total checkbox, and the total will show on the report. And now that I've finished all these steps, I can finally click Save. After you have finished editing any of the wizard steps, it comes back to this first page and shows you that they've all been saved. You can change any of the other steps by clicking the pencil icon. I am going to click this link to go back to managing the custom reports. And I want to rerun the report so I can see the changes I made in the wizard. I changed the filter titles and they are now in upper and lowercase. The changes I made in the wizard are now showing. However, I am rethinking the right alignment of the external ID column, so I am going to change it. There, that looks much better. As I previously mentioned, you must have the page content role to edit at the page level. I have mentioned previously that although I can see the report on the menu, other users will only see it if the role they have been assigned is also assigned to that report on the menu. On the Administration menu, select the Menu Access option. This is the menu access page where you assign a role to the report on the menu. The report I created is on the My Reports menu. The Retiring Seniority report does not have the expand icon beside it, so it has no roles assigned to it yet. I am going to add the role called HR Non-Payroll to the report. Just click the role and then drag and drop it on the report. And now anyone that is assigned the role called HR Non-Payroll will see this report. I have also added the role HR Payroll to this report. This concludes the tutorial for the Manage Custom Reports page.